I overcame childhood trauma, abandonment, a mentally ill parent, but I overcame it through self-love, learning self-worth, and having my toolbox of things that make me happy. At a young age, I got into fitness. My mom would always work out to Jane Fonda, and I would watch her and like, one day I want to be like them. So I was raised in an environment that was really healthy and active. So around age 11, things started to shift within my family. My mom started talking differently. For my mom herself, it was very religious. She was a calm person, and that's the other thing, like with the stigma. She wasn't violent or anything. It was just that she had these delusions and shifts in her thinking. Imagine you're 11 years old and your mother is telling you these conspiracies, telling you that your father's part of a conspiracy religion. We weren't allowed to watch TV anymore. We weren't allowed to listen to music. We weren't allowed to wear clothing with images on it. So we normalized it because we didn't know what was going on. And especially at such a young age, you listen to your parents. And back then, nobody talked about mental health conditions or any type of mental illness. It's a disease of the brain. So I think that was the beginning of me feeling lost. I became very confused at such a young age. I went to the library and I got a book on what is schizophrenia. I don't know, never heard this word before. Ended up with me not knowing what was real and what was not. As you can imagine, back then, I was hiding from everyone and not talking about it because no one was talking about it. And so it sent me into a very dark place. At such a young age, the thoughts that were running in my head, and remember, your brain is not fully developed and it's very difficult to handle these situations. It was confusion, spinning circles, anger, abandonment, living in fear. I thought I would end up like my mother. It was a night where I felt very alone, and my parents had been arguing a lot, and I was at a friend's house. I just didn't want to be there anymore. Then luckily, my friend's parents found me and called my parents, and they came over and took me to the hospital. One morning in a park, I had not slept the night before because I was out doing my party thing, and I just was in this state of, this is not what life is meant to be. There's something greater in you. I'd seen my father transform from his own depression with losing my mom. They were married 25 years until one day she just disappeared, and that was the last time that he saw her. And so I thought in my mind, as I'm feeling like total crap, when was I happy? And I was like, okay, when I was running as an 11-year-old and doing a half marathon. So I started racing more, signing up for more races. I started shifting my habits to healthy habits. I read a ton of self-help books. I shifted who I was hanging out with, and I started meditating and just doing anything that was healing for me.
Hi, are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is your K&K Total Body Strength.
Fitness changed my life, and when I met her, fitness also had transformed her with her own story. We really just wanted to create a community and let women know that there's this tool there. It's working out, moving your body, that can transform your entire life. And it doesn't have to be strict. Like, you can have fun while doing it. And we just wanted to share that message that life can be beautiful. It can be fun. We can be a community of women who come together and let all of us be who we are without any judgment, no matter what our past is. I no longer get triggered anymore from my past because of work and different types of therapy and self-work, but it's still a thing. It's in you, it's in your blood. But I think I've had to learn how to practice acceptance and love it and never regret it. And I even tell my mom to this day, I said, Mom, you were there for me. You did raise me by not being there, because you made me the woman I am today. And I'm so grateful for who she is.